Live? Is Naomi here somewhere? Naomi? All right, I'm just gonna start the show. So good day, everybody, and welcome to Sunny Side Up with Naomi Nachman. She's not here right now, so I'm just starting the show. Naomi! Oh, look who's decided to show up. It's Naomi Nachman, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Dini, for having me on my own show.
Such a pleasure.
Dini Klein, everyone, cookbook author, prep and rally. It is amazing to be here with
I
you.
love you. I'm so happy you're here. I don't have to do the hard work. You get into your role. I'm the guest.
I'm Naomi Nachman, and this is Sunny Side Up. Dini's the only person that can do my accent spot on. We've been friends
Oh, too
10
long.
years.
I love it.
We were one of the first food bloggers out there. We met at Kosher Fest.
I think at Kosher Fest,
Kosher
way
Fest.
back.
What do you do that makes prep and rally different than every other food space out there?
Yeah, so I really cater to the busy family, the busy mom. I'm all about efficiency in the kitchen, really knowing how to maximize your time, how to have the kitchen culinary chops so that you can get in and out of your kitchen as efficiently as possible with dinner on the table for your family, stress-free. Because what is everyone's biggest stress is like, what am I serving for dinner,
What's
right?
for dinner tonight? What
Yes.
are we going to go home and make after the show
Exactly.
today?
How many times do I have to run to the grocery store this week? How much time do I have to put into thinking about what's for dinner, and then how am I going to actually get my kids to eat it?
So you've created a system.
Yes, so you're prepping and then rallying all week long. So
Rallying up
all the goodies.
ingredients.
Yep, so you're prepping the staples at the start of the week on Sunday, prepping like staple basic dishes, 7 or 8 of them, and then store it in your fridge. And Monday through Thursday, all you're doing is taking out those staples, mixing and matching them into unique dinners that take just minutes to prepare.
Why
Thank
didn't they think of this sooner?
It's such a simple concept, and you don't have to make my specific meal plans, even though I give you a great guideline, but it really helps you think differently about meal preparation. Make a big batch of rice. One day you could serve it as a side dish. The next day you could serve it as fried rice cakes, like what we're going to do today. So
just
really
in time for
Hanukkah.
How do we start?
Okay, so we're going to start by making a jammy egg. And what's fun about a jammy egg is
I've
that
always wanted to know how to do that right.
there's a great trick, and it could sound a little stressful because everyone has a different method for hard boiling an egg, frying it. There's so many different techniques, but mine is foolproof and it's super simple.
Okay.
So we're gonna start, if you wanna turn this water on, we're gonna get a pot of water boiling. You could fill it halfway, and we're gonna add in a nice amount of salt.
You add salt in, okay.
Yes, I actually learned this from a food prop stylist. When you add salt and you bring it to a boil, once it's boiling, you're gonna add in your eggs. And what the salt does, it helps the egg shell separate from the egg white.
The membrane.
Exactly. Insane in the membrane.
You heard it first here on kosher.com.
Okay, so once that's
these are-
boiling, I guess in like another...
This boiled fast,
pretty yeah, that is speedy boil. Okay, so let's drop in our eggs. You're gonna carefully...
Are these room temperature? These are room temperature, because if I think
Yeah,
they're
they are
very
room
cold from the
temperature.
fridge, they'll crack.
That's a very good tip.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
the shell will crack.
So I'm the worst baker. You know when it says like, have your butter room temperature, your eggs room temperature. This is why I don't love baking, because it's so technical, and that's part of baking, like have your eggs room temperature. So I never pay attention to that, but you're so right. It is more likely to crack if they're freezing cold going into boiling hot.
Okay, so we've got that boiling.
Eggs are in. Now once they're in, dun, 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 we're gonna set our timer for exactly 7 minutes.
Siri, set timer for 7 minutes.
Timer, go.
Or Alexa, set timer for 7 minutes.
Do not be a second over, okay? 7 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
If you go more, you're not gonna have a jammy egg, you're gonna have a hard-boiled egg.
And we don't want that. Okay.
6-minute egg is super runny, 7-minute egg is jammy, meaning it's like thick and like
Still
like
a little gooey in the
jam
middle.
gooey, but not like runny.
Okay.
And then hard boil is 8-9 minutes. Okay, so then to make the fried rice cake, because it's Chanukah, obviously, we're gonna fry. And this is such a great way to use up leftover rice that you have sitting around in your fridge.
Oh,
or if you get like Chinese takeout, let's say, you could do this with your leftover rice. Just
Right,
maybe
'cause
don't.
we usually just throw it out.
Exactly. But you could also just obviously omit the cheese if you want to do it pareve.
Right, because usually Chinese takeout's
Exactly.
fresh.
Or you could use like a vegan cheese if you want, but you can make this any way you like. So we're just going to whisk 3 eggs. Sunny side up.
Sunny side up, on sunny
Love
side
it.
up.
So we have 3 eggs here. We're gonna add in some spices. We have garlic powder, pepper, salt, I love your accent. Is there anything better than the Australian accent?
The Aussie accent.
Absolutely nothing.
You got your little Midwestern accent.
So fun.
Okay, parsley.
You could use any herbs that you want to use. If you have any leftover roasted veggies from the week, you could finally chop up some broccoli, cauliflower, some spinach, like
right, because quite
anything.
often, like especially if you have the leftover rice from a fleischic place, you have leftover vegetables from Shabbos.
100%. Throw everything in here, and it makes a really delicious little patty. So we've added our egg, we've added salt, garlic powder, pepper, parsley. Again, add in any herbs that you like, any leftover roasted vegetables from the week, anything, peas from the freezer that are thawed. Like, really make this your own. I'm all about giving a formula and then letting you go wild and make it your own, because that's real life. I don't want you running out to the grocery store to get parsley if you don't have.
I say it's called finding your own inner chef.
Yes,
like,
I love
just
it.
Bring out that inner chef.
Right, because otherwise you're going to be glued to a recipe, and that's just not fun for anyone. Okay, we have some flour that we're going to mix in together with our rice. We're using some white rice here. You could use brown though. You could even do this with like quinoa or farro, really anything. You're basically just like taking a grain, binding it with a bunch of flavors, and turning it into a fried patty. And it's great for Hanukkah. Do you remember those sushi latkes that I did years ago? Those were so much fun. So
my gosh, you did that on
Taste-Made forever ago. Yeah, so that was fried rice. And you create a binder with egg and some flour. And we're adding some cheese, so it's giving it a little extra bind. Plus it gives it a really great flavor. And I find that kids just love cheese. So if you put cheese in something, they're more likely to eat it. Whether it's Parmesan or mozzarella, try it at home.
Okay.
It works. Beautiful. So we have our nice little mixture coming together. And all you're going to do now is fry it. We are 4 minutes on the clock. We're going to be going 7 minutes exactly for these eggs.
So what should we do now?
In the meantime, we're going to start frying up our cakes. How does that sound?
Sounds terrific.
Good old oil. Chanukah, obviously. I'm going to add some oil in here.
So it's a decent amount there you've got there.
Decent amount.
And I would say this is like a 10 to 12 inch frying pan.
That's a nice frying pan. I like when it has like the lower sides, it's easy to get in there with your spatula. So we're getting our pan, it's on, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, our pan is nice.
It's
getting nice and hot. Once you smell the oil, which I do, you know you're hot, or you can also take some water. That's how you know.
Stand back!
Ah! That is how you know your oil is hot for Hanukkah. Okay, are you ready? We're going to go in with our little cakes here. You want that hot oil.
That is a great, I'm just going to move this oil out of the way. And you choose canola oil, is that your preferred oil?
You want any neutral oil that's not going to burn. I find olive oil has
a high smoking point.
Yes, so you want to use more neutral.
My smoke alarms, whenever I pull out the olive oil from the pantry, it goes off.
Exactly. So at home, I tend to use an avocado oil, but any kind of neutral oil, canola oil, whatever you like to use is great. 6 minutes and 43 seconds.
Okay.
We're almost taking
I've got the spider.
Stand by, Naomi.
Standing by. You know, my Australian accent, I feel like, is getting thicker because I'm standing next to Dini, who's imitating my accent.
And we're in Sydney today, everybody.
Yeah, did you see my background? It's my new background for
love
Sunny Side Up.
It's so cute.
I feel like I'm Aussie. Let's show it off. Okay. Did our alarm go off?
Oh, shoot. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Quickly, out. Beautiful. Okay, so what you're doing now is taking the eggs and putting it into a cold plunge. Cold plunges are super good for you, right? And they're so trendy right now. But what this is going to do is going to stop the cooking process, shock those eggs, and it's going to stop them from cooking.
So these are all flipped over, getting color on the other side. I'm taking this off.
Oh, the smell of fried food. The best.
Smells amazing.
They're so beautiful, and they're so much fun because they're personal. They can make a great first course. You can make them instead of latkes or in addition to latkes, but they're like a great fried food for Hanukkah.
Right.
And all
It's easier to make rice than peel and baked potatoes.
It is. It definitely is.
Even though there's nothing like a fried potato.
There's nothing like a fried potato. Do your fried potatoes the first night, do this the second night.
Yeah, you got to change it up a little. Okay.
Okay, so now these have been soaking in our freezing cold ice bath. We are going to peel them. And what's so cool about these eggs is that we've shocked the eggs. So it's going to stop the cooking process. So it's jammy inside, meaning you could prep these in advance, store them in your fridge, and they'll still be jammy the next day. Because,
oh, really?
Yep, you can just warm them in some hot
water. I've got our little garbage bowl.
Perfect. Fingers.
Oh, look, it does peel so nicely.
Isn't that crazy? Naomi. I don't come all the way from California to teach you nothing.
Oh, I've learned so much from you, Dini.
Right? It's such a good little hack. I'm telling you, I learned it from this food stylist. It was like the best hack ever because there's nothing worse than making eggs and
So you know what? I have a mishigas with eggshells. So I always have to rinse my eggs before I...
Same. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's
go. Real water.
We're just going to dance backwards over here. Mosey on over. Give them a rinse.
Yes. But do you feel how it's kind of soft?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, let's.
I remember I was catering an event. I was catering an event like years ago when I first got started with Dini Delivers, and I had to make deviled eggs for this party, and there were so many deviled eggs, so many boiled eggs, and they were so hard to peel. Okay, guys. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so
you don't do it this way?
I want it to be a little jammier, but you see how it's still soft? Okay, so this is more of an 8-minute egg. We didn't do a very good job on our timer.
Oh,
I love
this
it.
is perfect.
Okay, we're gonna start with our egg.
I'm gonna rinse it in this.
How cute is that? Sunny Side Up with Naomi Nachman. Okay.
Look, see, it is not the direction, it is, I guess, the egg.
Why is that? Oh, that's weird. I think we let it go a little bit long, I'm telling you.
Okay, but that's okay. We got the jammy one there.
Okay, fine.
And things can happen. We're going to show if it's a little bit more overdone, it's good too.
But 7 minutes. Don't talk to people while you are making your 7-minute
Don't do a video show while you're trying to get a 7-minute egg. Or cook with your friend that you just talked to.
7 minutes exactly. Okay, that will give you the jammiest, most perfect egg. If you want a more hard-boiled egg, go 8 or 9 minutes. But I don't like when it's chalky, so don't go any more than 9 minutes. Otherwise, it turns to that like
dry
I'm with you on that. Chalk.
And more than that, gets that green film around the egg, the grey-green.
Exactly. Okay, Naomi, do you want to put some scallions on each one, please? So we have our jammy eggs. We have kimchi. This is radish kimchi, which is just fermented with like chili flakes.
You're going heavy with that pepper there, Dean.
I like it heavy.
Okay.
It's so beautiful and so delicious and flavorful. And then we're going to top it with some nori that is really just like seaweed snacks that you can just cut into little shreds. Or
you can buy those ones, the snacky ones.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. My kids love those.
I also love them. I take them on my travels with me.
They're so healthy.
Yeah, they're light, but they're bulky.
Yes. I serve, we do like a sushi night. My kids literally make little mini sushi tacos. They put their rice inside one little seaweed snack. It's their favorite dinner ever. They put one cucumber, dunk it in soy sauce. It's so much fun.
Oh, I should try that.
It's really, really fun.
Dini is full of amazing ideas.
Full of tricks. Got lots of tricks up my sleeve. And this just looks really pretty cutting into these little shavings. But again, you could do any way you like, cut it any way you prefer. Get your kids involved, let them help cut the nori. Or if you could find furikake. Have you heard of that? Furikake.
It sounds Italian.
It does. It's actually Japanese. But it's like a spice blend, and it's usually a mixture of finely ground up nori, sesame seeds, some salt, and some sugar, and it's a delicious seasoning.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I've put it on my popcorn before in videos, and it's delicious.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, but how pretty is that? It makes a beautiful presentation, and you have that jammy egg just kind of running through. If you like more of a loose, runny egg, go for 6 minutes.
Okay,
that's it. So simple.
So simple. We got to talk about eating this now.
Oh yeah.
Dini, thank you so much for coming on the show.
So fun as always. Love you.
Love you more, and I can't wait to go. Well, you know what? Let's go eat it now. We don't have to wait.
Bye, guys.
All right, come on. We're going to go eat.
For lots more recipes like this, head to kosher.com. Hi, guys. I'm your new Naomi.
All right, we ready?
It's so confusing.
Hey.
What fun.
So we're going to start?
Okay, cute. Okay, cool. That's our main camera. For Naomi. We're besties. We've come a long way. Tomatoes. Oh yeah, what is that? Is that this? Full, no, hold on.
So, I'm going to...
Yeah.